So how are we actually going to generate money out of the currencies market, right? Because this is the objective of the course, learn about the foreign exchange market in order to be able to generate money out of it. So in the lectures that we've went over on the history of money, we understand now that each country has its own currency, right? I live in Canada, so when I go to pay for something, I use Canadian money, Canadian dollar bills. So this is a $20 Canadian bill. But when I went on vacation to Mexico, I couldn't pay for stuff with this bill. I had to use pesos, right? So I had to convert some of my Canadian money to pesos in order to buy stuff there. Now the rate is not constant, like we saw from the previous lectures, because each currency isn't backing up their currency by gold, and then you could say, well, if this is worth this much gold and this is worth this much gold, then this is worth this amount of that. They're just floating, okay? So it's based on supply and demand. So how many dollars would give me how many pesos? Well, it depends on the rate. So let's say this. Let's say you're going on vacation. Let's say I'm going on vacation, okay? And I'm going from, I live in Canada, but let's say for simplicity, let's say you're living in the US. And the rate right now from US to pesos, okay, and let's just write it like this. If you want to bring $1 US and convert it to pesos, $1 US would give you 20 pesos. Okay, this is the current rate. So you have you're going on vacation. You're like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna bring $100. Okay, let's say it's a short trip. You bring $100. Well, you go to the exchange place. You could go to the airport or wherever, and they exchange $100, and you get 2,000 pesos. Now you stay there for a week, and let's say when you go there, you ended up not spending any money. Your friends paid for everything. You have really cool friends. You didn't spend anything. So you come back to the States, and then you're like, well, I have all these pesos here. What am I going to do with them? Right? What am I going to do with these 2,000? I want to convert them back to US. Well, the currency rate, the exchange rate might have changed, right? It could be something different now. So let's say that when you're coming back, the exchange rate changed, and now the new rate is $1 US will only give you 16 pesos. That's the new rate, right? So this would mean that pesos actually gained in value. So $1 US can't get you as much pesos as before because pesos are more expensive. So, it takes time to understand this. So if $1 US gets you less of something, that means that that other thing became stronger. It gained in value, okay? So how many US dollars are you going to be able to get back with your 200 pesos? Well, you have those pesos that are more valuable now. So you'll probably be able to get more US dollars. So what you would do is, well, 2,000 divided by 16, right? So I'll open a calculator here. You get 2,000 divided by 16, because each 16 pesos are going to give you $1. That gives you $125. So you go back to the airport and you go see the exchange shop, and you convert it back, and now you get 125 US dollars, making in profit, right, $25. Because you had 100 initially, but now you ended up having 125 bucks. So you made $25 because of that exchange rate fluctuation. Now, if the exchange rate changed differently, meaning the pesos, $1 US could bring you, I don't know, 30 pesos, well, you would have lost money because pesos wouldn't have been worth as much anymore. Okay. Now, are you really gonna do this to make money? Are you gonna go on vacation and not spend money? No, you can just convert the money, keep it. If you had some analysis that told you, you know what, I think the peso is gonna strengthen, so I want to hold pesos right now because in relation to the US dollars, it's gonna strengthen. So I'm gonna hold it and then I'm gonna convert it back. You could have made money like that without even going on vacation. But you don't want to go to the exchange shop and exchange money because there's fees and stuff like that, and there's time. You can open an account with a broker, which we're going to do all of that, and do it from home. Do it from your cell phone. It takes seconds, right? And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be speculating on the exchange rates and try to generate money out of it. Now, what is the actual exchange rate between US and pesos? You can actually just Google it. US to pesos. And here, so $1 US is 18.77 Mexican pesos right now. So if you change it right now, it would be for that amount. Now it changes all the time, every minute. It's different, right? But we'll look into that in the next lectures.